I have run the diagnostic software for the DVA-4000 and saved a report, and it has passed on every single test, including the memory. This 35-year-old board works absolutely perfectly. Now I just got to work out how the hell to use it. So what we have here is the VideoLogic DVA-4000 microchannel version. This is my homemade 3D printed case. This is clearly not a PS2, but it is definitely a PS2 motherboard with microchannel architecture, as you can see. I've just been messing around with it. I do have to unfortunately run the fan down here because this case is poorly ventilated and a hell of a lot of heat is generated from that XGA2 card when this thing is directly above it. When you're running this video overlay card, you do not need to run a pass-through cable. The video from the other video card or your onboard video is passed through the extension on the left side there of the microchannel bus, and you just plug your monitor directly into this card. So the port closest to the edge connector is the monitor out. The other 15-pin port is supposed to have a dongle connected to it with multiple connections. It is not a VGA input. Much to my disappointment, it is not VGA. It is expecting a 15 kilohertz horizontal analog video source, and that it does work. So I've currently just rigged up a composite video source, which is an old defunct set-top box I've got sitting here. Unfortunately, I don't have an antenna anywhere near me, so I can't really give it a decent video source. I might go and find a video camera or something just to give it something a little bit more exciting to display. But yeah, so that's what this card can do. It's basically just a frame grabber, a very fancy one at that. It does very high quality frame grabs in 24-bit color from composite, as well as RGB, S video, and RGB. I assume that's sync on green, or is that red sync? Anyway, it doesn't matter. I don't have the dongle. So how I rigged this up, it is basically I just connected the shield of the RCA video cable to the card itself, because that's just ground. And the first hole I plugged it into is in fact composite input, which is the one at the bottom corner there. And it just worked first time, which is just a fluke that I got it the right way around the first time. So yeah, it works. And the software is all available. It's all on the Vogon site. The ADF file is on the Ardent Tool of Capitalism, but you don't even need it from there because it's actually on one of the disks that is backed up in this software package that I downloaded. So you not only have this control panel, you also have some other utilities here as well. Video snap, but as mentioned, it's not going to do anything other than frame grab if you don't have that additional media source, media space card, which will do video compression. It's got a MPEG encoder and decoder chip on it. So pretty high-tech stuff for the early 90s. So this thing must have been very expensive. And clearly it can control a Laserdisc player. That must be through the serial port. I know some of them had serial ports back in the day. And yeah, all of this grayed out stuff is because I don't have the companion card. And yeah, I didn't even know this thing existed, so there's like zero chance of ever finding that companion card. I think it's a miracle that I even found this thing. So what do you even do in this? frame save. So there must be a way of actually grabbing a frame. I do not know how to do it. But anyway, it's showing that it works, and it actually passed all of the internal and external diagnostics. On one of the floppy disks, or disk images, there is diagnostic software, which tests all of the chips on the card as well as the memory, and everything passed with flying colours. I will tell you that I did have to recap this top memory board, which is, I think it's standard, but anyway, it's like an add-on board that bolts on the top of that card. Both of those SMD capacitors had catastrophically failed and were in the process of destroying the board with the corrosion occurring. But yeah, all of the caps on the base board, they're all through-hole electrolytics and they actually look okay. I have checked those for leakage and none of those are leaking. Doesn't mean they're actually working right, but anyway, the card works. I shall see if I can give it something a little bit more exciting to display. So here are some VHS videotapes that I found in some bulk rubbish collection for recycling. These are someone's home movies. Very aptly, it seems like they're opening their Christmas presents in... I don't know that that would be Christmas presents, but yeah, it looks like that's what they're doing. But yeah, I have no idea who these people are. I don't really want to show too much of this because there's children and whatnot in it, and that's not really kosher. But as you can see, it's working perfectly. I'll see if I can do a frame grab somehow. So it looks like the option is snap to DVA. So there we go. We've got a very exciting snapshot there, saved to the hard drive. I've no idea where, but yeah, so that's how this card works, and that's pretty much all it can do without that companion card. Just take snapshots. This guy is on the phone. No, that didn't do anything. Ah. Okay, full screen preview. Freeze. Okay, so that's how you do it. You freeze it where you want to take the snapshot and then you snap to DVA. That's pretty much it. That's the extent of the excitement of this card. I'm guessing because of this coming from a high finance kind of company, it was probably used in the security office and it was probably rigged up to a high quality analog video camera, and I'm guessing they were using that to make the ID cards, or at least to photograph the employees for security purposes and, you know, keeping it on their permanent record. Perhaps anyone that was entering and exiting the building, because this high finance company was also dealing with government agencies, directly dealing with government finances. So security would be paramount. And in 1990, you didn't have digital cameras. And I guess they didn't want to wait for film cameras and waiting for those to be developed and then scanning them in somehow, or using Polaroids, which are probably low quality, and yeah, scanning those in. This is an instant and unlimited self-contained system where they can take still images of, I really don't know what, I'm just assuming it's going to be from a camera for security purposes. But yeah, I don't think anyone's ever shown this system working other than now. And it really was not that hard to do. And there's some other applications here. I'm not entirely sure what the hell this even does. Media source splice or media space slicer. So that's going to be to do with that companion card that I don't have. And the control panel is where you can choose between the video sources. and control the brightness, contrast, saturation, and sharpness. I don't know about this audio option. Oh yeah, media space. So that's also a function of that MPEG card as well. So there's no audio function on this. It is simply a very expensive for 1990 frame grabber.